The shadow of Black Hollow. Black Hollow was the kind of small town where everyone knew each other's names, where doors were left unlocked, and where nothing truly bad ever happened, until the summer of '89. It started with a girl named Rachel Dunley. She was 16, a star on the track team, and last seen riding her bike home after a late-night study session at her best friend's house. She never made it home. 3 days later, her body was found in the woods behind the old Miller barn, her throat slit, her fingernails broken as if she had fought for her life. She wasn't the last. Over the next 5 years, 3 more young women vanished, only to be found in the same woods, killed in the same brutal way. The town was terrified. Women carried whistles, fathers walked their daughters home, and the police worked tirelessly, but no arrests were ever made. Then the killings just stopped. By 1994, Black Hollow breathed again. People whispered about the killer moving away, or dying, or getting locked up for something else. But there was always one name that came up in hushed conversations: Earl Henshaw. Earl was a strange man, a recluse who lived in a decaying farmhouse on the edge of town. He worked odd jobs, barely spoke to anyone, and had a stare that made people uncomfortable. He was also the last person seen with 2 of the victims. He claimed they had asked for a ride home and that he had dropped them off safely. There was never any proof otherwise. But here's where it gets worse. In 2019, a group of teenagers snuck into Earl Henshaw's abandoned house on Adair. Earl had died years before, and his property was set to be demolished. Inside, they found dust-covered furniture, yellowed newspapers, and in the basement, a trapdoor leading to a hidden room. What they found inside was enough to make a sheriff's deputy throw up on the spot. Old trophies. Locks of hair. A rusted hunting knife. And most chillingly, a collection of Polaroids. The pictures showed the victims, some taken while they were still alive, bound and terrified. The last picture in the stack? A girl who had gone missing in 1991. A girl whose body was never found. The case was reopened, but there was no justice to be had. Earl was long dead. No confession. No trial. Just a room full of secrets in a town that wished they had been wrong about him. But here's the thing, some people still don't believe Earl was the killer. One of the Polaroids had someone else's shadow in it. Someone taller. Someone standing behind the camera. And now, some folks in Black Hollow wonder if the real killer was never Earl at all, if he was just an accomplice. And if the real murderer is still out there, still watching, still waiting. Maybe they never stopped.